Well, folks, here we are again. Bringing some old iron home again. This is a 1951 Farmall M. And as of right now on this trailer, it is not running. So this is going to be the very first Baylon Wires old iron Will It Run. I'll tell you what happened here. I went to a farm sale and I got a few parts. And I was pretty proud of myself. Got a few parts, didn't pay much for them. And then I watched this tractor try to sell, and the auctioneer started out on his own bid, awful high for a not running tractor. So what do? When I go to pay, I tell the clerk, I said, the auctioneer is just a little high. If he really wants to sell that thing, give him a call. Have him give me a call. Well, guess what? 2 days later, ring, 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 give me a call. Next thing I know, I bring the tractor home. I think it's not going to take a lot to get this thing running. It's been, the guy that had the sale that I got it from said it had been sitting for about 5 or 6 years. It seems like it's in pretty decent shape. I'm hoping, I've already taken the acetylene bowl off of it. It was terribly dusty, but right now what we need to do is we need to get this trailer unloaded. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the tractor and get the stuff unstrapped and get Jimmy Hoffa and load some of it in the back of Jimmy Hoffa. And we'll get going on that. Right now, I've got you guys sitting on Jimmy Hoffa, so pay attention. This is Baylon Wires' first episode of Will It Run. There goes one of the neighbors. Well, folks, I got to change the plans. I'm going to leave you all sitting right up here on Jimmy. I'm going to get another piece of machinery out of my arsenal. I got my 53 Super C over here with a little trailer on it. I'm going to back up and load that stuff up. And I'll put you guys on time lapse for that. But that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to try to put a battery on it and see what's going on. We'll kind of do a walk around on it first. But let me do that. All right, well, apparently I had you guys turned around and back the wrong way, and all I got was footage of Hoffa. So right there's the Super C. I just finished unloading that stuff. But there wasn't much to it other than me balancing on the trailer. So let's go check this thing out and see what we got. Okay, and like I said before, this is a 1951 Farmall M. This was the largest of the letter series of tractors. M was the biggest one you could get at the time. There's a drawbar PTO. It's got fairly decent tires on it. They're weather checked pretty good, but they're usable. I'm really hoping this tractor runs. If it runs, I'm going to either look for a loader or I'm going to build me a loader for it. Ooh, I don't know about that. Look at the starter. That's been open to the elements. That may cause us some problems. And if you look right here, I did take the settling bowl off of it, and there it is right here. And see, it was just full of dirt and gunk. I did put a little diesel fuel inside this tank. It's still in it now. I think I'll get me a pan and we'll drain it out of it. But these are 4-cylinder engine tractors. And I don't know a lot about the M's. I think they are, I want to say they're about 200 cubic inch. I know that my 200 and my Super C is 123, and it is 20 horsepower. There's a distributor. Right here is how you put oil in it. That would be the oil filter. And it looks like somebody has taken the hydraulic pump out of this. This is where they go. They are in the belly of these things. I'm not sure what they got going on there. But I've got another one of these for parts. And the one out there has got a bad block. It leaks coolant into the tractor itself. But so how do you check the oil on these old things like this? There is no dipstick. If you look right here, here's the low level, and that one's been broke off. And here's the upper level. I don't know if I'll be able to turn it or not. Nope, I'm probably gonna have to get a pair of pliers. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Let's see what we got. Oh, hey, look in there. Oh, and it doesn't even look too bad. Looks fairly decent oil. But that wouldn't be the first time somebody at an auction's put new oil in something. Well, my camera died right there at the end. But like I showed you, that's where you check the oil in this thing, and it looks like it's got decent oil. I did go to the barn, and I went and got me a battery. It's the Napa type with the go handle. And I will tell you, this is actually the battery that I took out of Jimmy Hoffa while we were in Des Moines, Iowa. I put a charge to it, and it seems like it's got a good charge. I'm going to put you guys on the tripod here, and I'm going to kind of get, we'll go around this tractor again, and I'll show you some stuff on it. I think that's a little better. I don't think you guys have quite as much glare. So, we're here with this tractor. I'm going to tell you the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glove. I'm going to try to turn on that fan a little bit and make sure that this thing's not locked up. I don't think it is, but let's find out. So a good way to do with these tractors, I mean, they don't have terribly a lot of compression. You should be able to turn that fan a little bit, just like on a small block Chevy. Oh, it turns. That's good. Well, since it turns, let's put some power to it. All right. Here we go with our Go Cube. Think we need to tighten them cables? Nah. Be all right. Try it. Hopefully this battery will do it for me. Like I said, this is the battery I took out of Jimmy Hoffa. All right, let's make sure it's out of gear. All right, contact. That rolls over pretty decent. That's not bad at all. Hopefully this thing will run. Let me go get some other stuff and we'll see. All right, so I think this wire and that wire right there was the old boy's shut off. So we're going to try that. I'm going to connect them wires and see if we get some spark. I think I may just put a little starting fluid in the carburetor and see if it just barks off a little bit. Alright, I hope you guys can see me alright, because I can see that sun's glaring a little bit. I got the tube off the carburetor here. It's rolling over pretty decent. I'm going to shoot a little fluid in there. I've got my wire over there hooked up. I think that was the guy's switch, and we're going to see if this thing will bark a little bit. We're going to try the good stuff. 50% ether, starting fluid. Well, I don't think I'm getting any spark, but I'll get my tester out. I'm kind of running out of daylight. I may have to continue this in the morning. Alright, well, let's put this tester in here and see what we got going on. Can't see it. It's on that wire right there. There we can see it. You guys watching? Well, I did not see any spark. No spark. So we got something going on in the distributor, I'm pretty sure. Or I need to check out this wiring. And this wiring here is kind of janky. There's no switch. It looks like they just took a couple spade connectors, and if they want to shut the tractor off, they'd unhook it. But if I get time, I'm going to try to look at it now. But I'm pretty sure I need to go in and get on supper. And it's getting kind of late. The sun's going to be going down here for long. I'm going to have to hit this again in the morning. Alright, well folks, we're back. It's actually 2 days later. We had a function in town where I had to attend. I took a couple of tractors up. It was actually a gathering in a park, and they did have a car show. But that's what I had to spend my Saturday doing. So here it is Sunday, and we're back on this Farmall M. Baylon wires first, will it run? And so far we're not doing so good. We get it to turn over, it turns over good, and when we first did that we had a little bit of spark, but now we have no spark. So right now I've got parts, I've got extra batteries, I've got tools everywhere. I'll show you what I got going on here and what we're going to try to do here. Alright, so there we go. I got tools everywhere, got parts, got coils, resistors, I got another starter switch, I've got a tune-up kit, which is points and condenser. But I think what we're going to try to do here is, when I first cranked this over, I could see a little bit of spark in these points. I haven't had any since. I'm going to try this coil, because this coil, right when I was cranking on it, I noticed it was hot. So I'm going to try that first. I'm going to change this coil out. The coil that I have is a 6 volt, so I'm going to use a resistor. Hopefully that won't burn that one up. And then if I don't get any spark, then I'm going to try to change out these points and condenser, which is really no issue. I just did this on my Super C about a week ago. There's our battery out of old Jimmy Hoffa with the go handle. I do have another one over here I think I'm going to put on. It's a bigger one, because I don't think that Hoffa battery, it's not lasting for me. It's not working out very good. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of cranking amps. It doesn't whirl this tractor over very good. It should whirl it over a lot better than that. But there's another battery I'm going to put on it. And then after that, we're going to shoot some juice in the carburetor here. And hopefully we can get it. If we can get it to bark off, then I'll finish draining this tank out. And I'll put some gas in it and see if we're getting gas to this carburetor. And then I'll give it a whirl. And then hopefully we'll see if the needle is not stuck in there. If the needle's not stuck in there, hopefully this thing will run and start. The needle may be stuck and it may want to run, but it may want to pour gas everywhere. But if the needle is stuck, that's no big deal. I'll take this carburetor off. I'll take it in the shop, put it on the bench, and take it apart and just get the needle loosened up on it. But that's where we're at with this Farmall M. We're going to get you guys back out on the stand. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the coil on it. I'm going to change my batteries. I'm going to see if we get spark. Okay, here we are. The condenser goes right here. And there's your points. When this comes out, that connection right there makes a spark. Travels up through here. And what did I do with it? Well, there it is. And there's your, there we are. There's your rotor button. And this is what makes your spark. That is the setup. So I'm going to get this switched out, get it gapped. You have to gap these with the feeler gauge right here where my finger is. So I'm going to get it gapped, then I'm going to see if we have spark. Then I'll bring it back. Hopefully this thing will at least bark off. Alright, you ready? Let's see if we can get it to bark off a little bit. By golly, it ought to go to the moon with that. Yep, hang on. Gotta hook our battery back up. Yep, no problem. Hang on. And our coil wire's undone over here. Well, it should spark. We just needed a little spark, that's all we need. And let me charge the battery a little bit. The battery's getting down. Be back a minute. Alright, let's see what we get now. Hopefully we just get a little turnover, a little if we do, then we'll try to get some gas in it. By golly, we get a little bit there. I think we're getting that off the juice. Well, I think that's enough to put some gas to it. It's, I think it's wanting to go. Nope, I still got you folks on. Hang on, man, let me shut you off. I gotta go charge this battery. I gotta get a pan. I gotta drain some of that diesel fuel out of this tank. And then we'll put some gas in it. Alright, so we're back. I got the battery charged. I flushed that line. That bowl's dripping a little bit, but I put a new gasket on that saline bowl. I had to go look in my stock because I couldn't find this bail right here. I actually have got it misplaced. I'm not for sure what I did with it. I flushed out this line, and I think our carburetor, I couldn't get anything out of this petcock here, but I took it apart and I started getting fuel. So let's get this thing cranked over and see if we get it to start. All right, let me go hook up the wires and we'll crank her over. Okay, let's give it some fuel. Choke. Contact. Come on, baby. Come on, look at it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah! Shot. Just walk around it. Alright, she's taking fuel. I didn't even have to take that carburetor off. Hold on, let me get my mic and so you all can hear here. Give me a second. Alright, there she is. She's running. Sounds like it's got a little mist in it, but she is running. Folks, I think what I'm going to do now is, it's getting late again tonight. I'm probably going to get this thing unloaded maybe tomorrow off this trailer. And then we'll fiddle with this thing some more. But this is the first ever Will It Run. It took us a little bit to get it going, but it is running. But these old tractors, usually if they'll turn over, they'll run. I've got an old H over there. It's got really bad compression, Uh-oh. 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 There she goes. Well, I think that once I get points in there, I think that stuff will be fixed. But folks, I'll catch you tomorrow. Then we'll do some more fooling around with this 51 Farmall M.
How about some tractor fun? Let's take a break from the Farmall M and have a plain old drag race. Copper and I race the best 2 out of 3 wins.
Okay, so now this is the last race of the infamous copper versus Baylon wire drag races. There's now a tie between both copper wire and Baylon wire. This is the last race to end in all races. You're still jumping this heat.
Can't see him at all. Can you guys see? Can you see him?
Whoa, Nelly!
And that's how you win a race.
Okay, so here we are. Almost, I think about 2 months, maybe almost 3 months later. And there's that Farmall M that I got to start and run. You know, time in life just kind of got in the way. So I did get it to run, and you guys see it on the video, but you also seen in my last clip there that it started to die out on me. Well, I'm going to show you guys why. I didn't even look at any of this until after I got it off the trailer and pulled the hood off of it, and I was like, oh boy, okay. So let me show you. I'll take you over there. All right, so I just changed this spark plug right there because I'm going to put the generator back on, which the generator goes right here on this bracket. So when I started to investigate this, because I had it running, and then it started to slow down and slow down and slow down, and then it eventually died. Well, I took the hood off, and the generator that goes right here, there was not a single wire to it, nor was there a regulator on it. And I didn't even look at any of that when I got it running. I was kind of ashamed of myself. I should have just took the hood off of this thing, and I probably could have ran a few wires and had this thing running for good. So here we are, like I said earlier, we're, I think, almost 3 months later, and I'm ready to get this kind of wrapped up and out of the shop. I do have a wide front end for this I'm going to put on, and then I'm going to look into getting a loader for this tractor right here. Let me take you over here and I'll show you some parts. So here's the rebuilt starter, and here is the generator. And if you see right here, these are the wires for your regulator and your power. But I was kind of disappointed in myself. Now I did get all this changed over to 12 volt. So I am going to be running 12 volt negative ground, you know, kind of like regular wiring. It was originally a 6 volt machine, but we are going 12 volt now. But here's a rebuilt starter. I get these rebuilt in Savannah. I got it upside down. Savannah Auto Electric. I have them redo all of my old starters and generators, alternators. They do good work. I've never had an issue with them, and even if I've, well, I take it back, if I have had any issues, they fix it right away. They take it, handle it, no problem. Really good guys over there in Savannah. But I'm going to get these parts put on that tractor, and I'll probably put you guys on a stand and put you on time lapse, because you don't need to see me put that on there. It doesn't take nothing to do any of that. So I'll bring you back and I'll start some wiring, and we'll see if we can get this thing turned over again. Okay, so folks, like I said, we're about almost 3 months later, and come around here and I'll show you. We've got the generator on. We do have the regulator on, and excuse the wiring, this is just rough right now. I did put a switch on. The battery's good. A new starter switch, and come over here to this side. And like I said before, we've got our rebuilt starter. I will tell you, we had a little bit of spit and sputter a little bit ago, but let's get this thing started. Rusty, you want to help me start this thing?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay, hang on. You got your switch on? Your switch is right down here. You have to pull it to turn it on. Right there.
Oh,
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give it just a little juice. Hang on, don't start yet. Okay, gas is on, go. Farmall M is running. I will tell you, it needs some tune-up, and I'll probably do that at a later point in time. I'll show you over here, you know what I mean. I got a new cap and wires and plugs for it, but from listening to this thing will probably work out. I'm hoping this thing works out good. So we've got some Christmas surprises for you all. That'll be the end of this video, but stay tuned, and we got some good stuff coming up. Okay, everybody, we're going to close this one out. We had a good time doing this. We're going to try to make this bigger and bigger. I'm really sorry I haven't had any videos out for a while. That's just been life. I've been super busy, but we would like to wish you from Baylon wire,
copper wire, rusty wire, and tripwire.
a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and a Happy New Year, everybody. Happy Holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Woo!
Happy
All right, hang
holidays.
on. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey,
Is that loud out
we
here?
didn't say anything about Cousin Will.
Yeah. Well, gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at